Julie, and I am currently a junior at Wellesley College, double majoring in computer science and studio art. And today I'll just be going over what I did as a product design intern at Verizon Media. Just a little bit about Verizon Media. As indicated by our name, we are under Verizon, and we have a lot of cool brands. So Verizon Media manages Yahoo, which is one of our most popular brands, TechCrunch, Built by Girls, I am a 3-wave participant, and a lot of other really cool brands. And as an intern, I've mostly worked on Yahoo products. So I just applied on LinkedIn. In the spring, I just applied to a bunch of internships, and a recruiter reached out to me for an interview, and I went through the interview process, which was absolutely amazing. Please ask me questions if you're curious about the interview process at Verizon Media. And then I was given an offer, and that's how I became an intern. As an intern, I think I had a really unique experience because while I was a product design intern, I mostly did a lot of design prototyping. And what I mean by that is designers would give me, mock-ups on like Sketch or flows through InVision. And then as a prototyper, I would essentially make a high fidelity prototype. So I primarily use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to create these very rich, interactive websites that were great for UXR. One of the prototypes I made was put into UXR, and it was really interesting to see people interact with the prototype, especially since it really replicates the real deal as it is like a website, just the back end cut off. So I did a lot of design prototyping work. In addition to coding prototypes, I also got to experiment with really cool software like ProtoPie, another prototyping software, a little bit of Framer, which was really cool. In addition to prototyping, it was really interesting because while I did, prototype people's designs, I also was able to kind of converse and give design feedback, which was really great. So as I got these designs, I would take a look at them, and as I was prototyping, I'd ask questions like, hey, should this be consistent with, should this header be consistent with this subheader here? Or should this button have more emphasis here? So it wasn't as if I was just, getting designs and just chugging them out. It was a more collaborative process, which was really interesting. And another really cool takeaway from design prototyping was that I was also able to work on the more micro interaction motion side. So as I was prototyping, I was able to really control, all right, what's this hover state look like? How does this information animate into the screen? That was also something that was under my jurisdiction, so that was a really cool component to work on through the design process. I worked on other projects that weren't just prototyping. I worked on a kind of visual design product with Yahoo's design system, and I got to experiment with After Effects, which was really cool. I made a little loader, which is fun. Some programs that I used were ProtoPie, Figma, Sketch, InVision, and Code. So I used Visual Studio Code to code my prototypes. So that was really cool.
All right, everyone, so this is the setup. I have a kind of standing desk hybrid, so I can collapse it if I want to sit, but currently have it propped up so I can stand, have my monitor, all the essentials, and I have my monitor connected to my work laptop, so when I have calls, I'll open this up so I can use the webcam, and I just put it on a stand, which is really nice. But yeah, this is what I've been doing all day.
And yeah, and overall, just looking back at my experience, I really enjoyed my time there. Everyone was just absolutely so nice. And if I could tell if I could meet myself from the beginning of the summer, I would basically tell myself to just ask for feedback. Don't be scared, because everyone was so nice. I don't even know why I was intimidated, but it took me till 4 or 5 weeks in to start reaching out to designers and asking for feedback on my designs and prototypes. And I got amazing feedback, and I wouldn't be able to get to the final iteration if I didn't ask for these designers' feedback. So it's one thing that I really recommend, and I will definitely do in the future. So I guess that goes along with what my biggest challenge was, just kind of breaking out of my shell and trying to ask people questions, because I think there's been times where I've spent so long on like maybe a bug or some type of like design decision. I've just spent way too much time on it. I could have gotten it solved if I just spoke up and asked someone. So getting the courage to ask questions is something I had a challenge with. Also, I think kind of a tip was just reaching out to designers and even fellow interns to do a coffee chat or get lunch, virtual lunch. So during my time as an intern, I was able to meet an intern, and she's awesome. Shout out to Christy. And we were able to basically get virtual lunches every week. And it was really nice because as a remote intern, sometimes it might feel isolating, like you're just slacking people, maybe going through some calls and just might feel a little lonely. So having that kind of structured like meetup and like interaction with someone was really nice. So I think having lunch with Christy every week was, one of the highlights of my internship. I guess I'm circling back to, I see, why did you choose Verizon Media? And I think I chose Verizon Media because of its brands. So my parents have been loyal Yahoo users since I think 2002. So they've been using Yahoo for a long time, and I have been using Yahoo for a long time. And the reason why I really love or want to work with B2C, business to consumer companies, is because I love seeing people interact with a product that I could be working on a daily basis and or casually. And seeing that kind of that interaction, something that can happen right in front of me and something that I can see in someone's everyday life, is something that's really important to me. I think it's really special. So as I was interning at Verizon Media, it was really fun to kind of open my door after work and then see my dad just on Yahoo Mail, like, tinkering, and me thinking, oh, like, wow, I like know someone who like works on the Yahoo Mail design team. I know like that feature that they put out has been really nice, and I can see that in my dad's hands. So really having that very like, let's say, natural experience that kind of, it's meaningful to see like the people, your friends and your family, be able to interact with products that you could potentially work on. So I found that really special. Just for some background, I'm literally quarantining right now because I'm doing study abroad at Yonsei University in Seoul, South Korea. So this has all been in retrospect, but I really hope that what I just went over, a scatter of information, could give you a better insight of what a product design intern can do. So thank you so much for watching. Please reach out if you have any questions about my experience at Verizon Media /Yahoo, and I hope y'all have a nice day.